Okay, welcome everybody to tonight's Discover Asea presentation. I'm Julie Watts and I'm very tired because I've just got back from convention and I think I'm a little jet lagged still, so I apologise for that. But welcome along tonight to learn about an amazing product. We're going to be talking tonight about a product that truly was once thought to be impossible. And you could be here for several reasons. Perhaps it's because you have a health challenge or you know somebody who has a health challenge. You may even have a pet with a health challenge. You may be looking for a way to help other people. You may be looking to add some income to your life. There are many reasons that you may be looking at Asea. So before I start, I just need to say that Asea and Renew 28 are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any medical condition or disease. They simply empower the body to heal naturally, the way it's supposed to. Asea contains something called redox signaling molecules. They are 10 to 15 years ahead of their time, as Asea is. It's new cutting-edge technology. It's a complete new category of science. And less than 1% of the population know about Asea or redox signaling molecules for that matter. Redox molecules are actually made in every cell in our body and they affect every system in our body. We have trillions of cells and quadrillions of chemical processes take place in our body every second. 300 billion cells are replaced every day. 300 million cells die every minute. Redox molecules are native to our body. Every cell in our body makes them, as I just said. So how does our body make these redox signaling molecules? Let's have a look. Our cells are little bags of salt water, and inside every cell we have something called mitochondria. Some cells have thousands and some cells have a few, depending what sort of work that cell needs to do. But in the mitochondria, our food is converted into energy during something called the Krebs cycle. But it also does something more important than that. It produces something called redox signaling molecules. There are two types of redox molecules, reductants that protect the cells by activating antioxidants, and oxidants that detect, repair, and replace damaged cells using the immune system. So how does Asea make redox signaling molecules? The exact same way. They start with pristine salt water, exactly the same that is found inside our cells. Step 2, that salt water is broken down into free-floating atoms using a very complex electrochemical process. And step 3, those atoms are restructured into stabilized redox molecules. And that is what you can find in these 3 breakthrough products. There are 2 main drivers that cause illness, oxidation and inflammation. They are also an important part of the body's healing process though. When they do not switch off when they should is when they become chronic and cause illness. Redox molecules are in control of this process. So let's have a look at this. A failure of your immune system to activate antioxidants is what causes oxidative stress. And that causes things like hypertension, heart disease, Alzheimer's, macular degeneration, osteoarthritis, stroke, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. But on the other side of the fence, we have the failure of your immune system to detect, repair, and replace damaged cells. This causes something called inflammatory stress, which causes a complete different set of things. Asthma, allergies, bowel issues, thyroid issues, hormonal imbalances, autoimmune disorders, cancer, and skin issues. Good health is a really good thing. It's a gift. But health issues can also be a gift. Early signs can signal a much bigger issue coming down the track. And some of these issues can take 10 years to develop. And what can you do? You need to take preventative measures. Redox signaling declines with age. When we're young, we're born with very active mitochondria producing lots of redox molecules. But they decline with age, and by the time we get to puberty, they start to decrease by about 10% per decade. So by the time you're 80, 90 years old, you are making very little redox molecules, and that is why you take so long to heal as you age. But what if we're making even less today? We are, due to all of these factors. The food we eat, the stress we're under, the environmental factors, stealth infections, and of course, things like EMF, electromagnetic field stress, that we are all under today. So what can we do to combat these issues? Asea. What is it? It's a cell signaling beverage. What does it do? Tells our cells what to do and regulates our gene activity. Why do we need it? Because our cells are breaking down. And we have redox molecules in all three of these wonderful products. Asea is the only place in the world where you can get these exclusive breakthrough products. Asea supplement, which is cellular health from the inside out, and of course Renew 28 and our Renew Advanced Serum, which is cellular health from the outside in. They're 100% safe, totally non-toxic, and not natural. It's actually native. Redox molecules are native to our body, so you are just replenishing something that we already make but are running low on. So the redox breakthrough came after nearly 2 decades of research and millions of dollars of studies and safety studies. A team of scientists led by a medical atomic physicist called Dr. Gary Samuelson actually achieved the impossible. They stabilized these redox signaling molecules outside of the body. And how did they do that? Asea is actually built on a foundation of integrity. These two wonderful men, Verdus Norton and Tyler Norton, are father and son. They are the founders of Asea. They bought a compelling new technology from a struggling biotech company, and that technology was redox signaling molecules. But they bought it as a business investment. They had no intention of turning it into a network marketing company as it is today. So examining the technology more closely with a team of researchers led by Dr. Gary Samuelson, as I said before, they discovered how to take the technology to a new level by stabilizing the redox molecules so we could actually supplement with them. The founders then shared the original redox signaling product with a few family and friends. They then shared the profound benefits that they were experiencing with others, and soon over 100 people in multiple countries were benefiting from the product. A multi-million-dollar offer was made by a pharmaceutical company because that was their full intention in the first place, to actually sell it to a pharmaceutical company. But accepting that offer would mean that everyone benefiting from the product would no longer have access to it. So they agreed that keeping their friends and family members on the product was much more important than accepting an offer from a pharmaceutical company. So thankfully they turned down the offer from Big Pharma. And in 2009, what began as a simple business venture became a purpose-filled mission to improve lives around the world. And Asea, the company, was formed. So we are nearly 10 years old, and next year we will be celebrating our 10th anniversary. So my Asea story, how I became involved with Asea. This is a picture of me, and it was a long time ago, and my Asea story is not about this particular illness, but it is about what the treatment for that illness did to my immune system. Prior to this, I had had a lot of abnormal cells on my skin that were continually being treated and removed. And my doctor told me after I had the treatment for this particular illness that they were going to get a lot worse. And I really didn't think that they could, because I had had many removed, but they did. And this was after that. And as you can see, there were lots of other scars there from previous abnormal cells being removed. And then while my nose was healing up, they actually took even more out of my forehead. And you wouldn't think that was possible. And it actually wasn't, because they had trouble stitching this up. The sutures broke several times while they were trying to stitch my forehead up. So we had to stop doing that and go on to other treatments. And this was one of them that I had several times, which is a cream, and it only reacts where there are abnormal cells. So you can see there were some, and every time I did it, I looked like that. And that wasn't working. So then we moved on to this one. Again, it is a cream that you use which reacts where there are abnormal cells. And I did this on my face and my chest, so you can see that they did really still keep coming. At this point, I was introduced to Renew 28, which is our wonderful redox gel, by a friend who called me after seeing this picture on Facebook. And I will be forever grateful for that phone call, because I have not had any issues since then. My life before Asea, just so you can see how much things have changed. I had a huge systemic infection at 16 and had an ovary in a tube removed at that age. I had many major operations on my bowel, bladder, and the other ovary between the ages of 16 and 25. At 25, I had a complete hysterectomy. I had abnormal cells in my breast that had spread to my lymph system. I had glandular issues, hormonal deficiencies, immune challenges, muscle and joint discomfort, sleep challenges, fatigue and autoimmune problems, high LDL cholesterol at a really young age, like in my late 20s, high sugar levels in my late 20s, abnormal liver enzymes, chronic back discomfort, respiratory challenges, and thinning bones. A lot of this comes from the fact that I had that huge systemic infection at 16. I nearly lost my life. I was in hospital for a long time and on an antibiotic drip for a very long time at that point. And we all know what that can do to the system over time. So Asea really truly does harness the power of your own body to keep you well. And I have really had a significant improvement in many of these issues. And I have certainly reduced my need for several medications. But this is the results of my recent being the end of last year, bone density test. And literally it has, my bone density has increased 1.3% in my hip and 1.8% in my spine. Now that is not a little bit, and I had done nothing other than taking Asea to cause this. I started taking Asea in 2015, and 2016 it was still decreasing. 2017 it started to slow down, and 2018 it had actually improved at the end of 2018. So this is really what happens with, what can happen with the longer term use of a product like this, and there is only one in the world and will be for some time. So this is what we had a look at before, and basically this was me. So one of the things that Asea does really well is deal with the genes that affect inflammation. So I was highly inflamed when I started to take Asea. I had every one of the issues on this side of the fence. And basically Asea has not healed me from all these things, but certainly has helped my body deal with the inflammation and helped me deal with these issues. Asea has funded millions of dollars of research. There's no argument at all about what our product is and what it can do. And the fact that Bioagiletics Laboratories actually certifies that our products contain redox signaling molecules, there is no argument as to whether we do or not. And you can find all this research if you want to look for it. So let's talk about what Asea is not, because a lot of people ask me when I start talking about Asea, oh, is it like? And the reality is it's not like anything else on the planet. It's not a food, a vitamin, a mineral, an antioxidant, an exotic juice, an alkaline water, an energy drink, a steroid, and it is absolutely not a medication. So let's have a look at the difference between these things and Asea. So if you're going to build a house, you need materials. So you need the bricks, the wood, the tiles, the paint, the cement, the steel. And if all of those things were dumped on your block of land and nobody came along to do the work, what would happen? Do you think the house would be built? Of course not. Those materials would just sit in a pile until somebody came along to do something with them. You need the labor, the carpenters, the tilers, the bricklayers. You need the people to come along and do the work. Well, that is the difference between these things and Asea. You need materials to build good cells. You need the food and the supplements, proteins, carbs, fats, vitamins, minerals. All of these things are needed. But redox molecules are the thing that uses all of these things to build healthy cells. So you need both. You need the materials and the labor. And redox signaling molecules are not materials. They're actually the labor. They are very different. They are the thing that uses the materials. Something that's very, very important to understand that difference. So you might be asking yourself right now, if this is your first time on one of our webinars or learning about Asea's redox technology, why haven't I heard about them? So have you heard of antioxidants? And I'm sure everyone on this webinar has heard of antioxidants. That's because they were first discovered in the 1920s. They've been around a very long time. So when did you first start hearing about antioxidants? It wasn't all that long ago. And the first signaling molecule was discovered in 1998. So it wasn't all that long ago. But since then, science has really been working on this, and there is a lot of study behind this now. These three scientists actually received a Nobel Prize for their discovery concerning a nitric oxide molecule in the cardiovascular system, and they realized it was actually a signaling molecule, and that is where this all started. Redox signaling molecules biochemistry is one of the fastest growing areas of science in the world today. There are already many studies on redox molecules published in peer-reviewed and scientific medical journals, and over 1,200 books have been written on redox biochemistry that are already published. So of course, if you're new to this, you are going to go and research this yourself, as you should, but please don't go to Dr. Google. Google is a search engine, not a research engine, but there are places that you can go to find the right information out about this. And of course, you can go to one of our Asea websites, but if you want to go to somewhere that has nothing to do with Asea, you can go to Google Scholar, which is a fabulous site, and a lot of people don't even realize that Google Scholar exists, but it is a search engine where you can't just put whatever rubbish you want to put. I have a website myself, and I could put whatever I wanted on my website, and that's what you would find if you went searching on Google, but Google Scholar is a different thing. Type in redox signaling molecules into the search bar. I did this a couple of weeks ago, and in 0.03 of a second, I had over 1 million hits. I mean, some of them will have nothing to do with that technology, but there will be some there that does, because that's a lot of hits. And the other place to go that is used by medical professionals and scientists all over the world is pubmed.gov. It is the US National Library of Medicine, National Institutes of Health. And if you type redox signaling molecules into the search bar there, you will come across some amazing information. And here's just a few of them. This paper says redox as a modulator of pain. And this one says redox as a modulator of autoimmune and inflammatory diseases. And this one says redox as a modulator of gene expression, and we're going to talk about that now. So Healthy Cells, Healthy Life is an amazing book. It's written by Dr. Robertson Ward. And 95% of your genes are not fixed. So what if we could influence them? This is what he talks about. Our genes tell our cells what to do. And science shows that lifestyle changes and biochemical cellular factors are capable of switching genes on and off. And he says, I know of no better resource than supplementing redox molecules if we want to impact our cells foundationally. A couple of years ago, Asea partnered with Tourette Laboratories to do a genetic study on people taking Asea. And Asea has been scientifically proven to increase the signaling in 5 very important genetic pathways. The signaling actually increased by 20 to 31% in these areas. Quite amazing. Immune system response, inflammatory response, cardiovascular health, digestive health, and hormone modulation. It was shown to activate and enhance the immune system, to reduce inflammation, to activate vascular health maintenance and elasticity, reducing heart disease, increase enzyme production and improve gut health, and activate hormone pathways. Now, who wouldn't want all that going on in their body? Truly amazing, especially for longevity and just preventative medicine as well. So this is the actual result. The pink line is the placebo, which is saline solution that Asea is made from, and the blue line is what happened to the people taking the supplement. And you can see there is quite a marked difference over 8 weeks. And just one of the genes they tested is the EGR1 gene, and this influences another 15 additional genetic pathways. And I love this slide because it just shows what redox molecules actually can do for the body. So pathway 1 is serotonin receptor, circadian rhythms to do with sleep, human thyroid stimulating hormone, insulin signaling, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which has to do with growth and maintenance of brain cells, and many others here, but the most important one is the NRF2 pathway. It has to do with antioxidant health, Oxidative stress is the #1 health risk factor that we all face today. The NRF2 is critical for the production and activation of your body's master antioxidants, glutathione and superoxide dismutase, and it can increase this by over 500% if it's needed. Of course, it doesn't do that if it's not needed. Asea doesn't do anything to your body unless it's actually needed. Your body is adaptogenic, so it will only happen if it's needed. So what are the experts saying about Asea? This is Anne-Louise Gittleman. She is the First Lady of Nutrition in America. She's written many books on nutrition, and she says, Asea, in my humble estimation, is the greatest advance in lifestyle medicine, which harnesses the power of your own body to keep you well. That is one of my favorite sayings, which harnesses the power of your own body to keep you well, because that is exactly what happens. And of course, this is Dr. Gary Samuelson, the atomic medical physicist who stabilized these molecules. And he says this technology has the potential to spearhead the greatest advances in health we have ever seen. And yes, we are certainly seeing them. So let's move on to our skincare products, the Renew Advanced range. Renew Advanced is the world's only redox skincare system. Renew Advanced is clinically and dermatologically tested. It's suitable for all skin types, cruelty-free, no animal-based ingredients, quality assured, no GMOs, no parabens, no sulfates, no artificial colors. These products are absolutely beautiful. I have been allergic to anything I've put on my skin for most of my life, and I can use all of these products with no problem whatsoever. It's proven science with proven results, absolutely. Independent clinical studies conducted by Stevens and Associates over a 12-week period with 40 participants showed all of these things. 100% of people showed a visible decrease in numerous deep fine lines. 100% had measurably smoother skin, 95% had noticeably firmer skin, 90% saw a decrease in visible photo damaged skin, 90% experienced more radiant skin, and 85% showed a visible decrease in the number and depth of wrinkles. That's pretty amazing. Redox is the key to wonderful skin, and we have the intensive Redox serum and the Renew 28 revitalizing all over body gel. Without redox signaling molecules, your cells can't communicate. And Asea's patented redox signaling technology provides native redox signaling molecules to support overall health. We have a gentle refining cleanser, which is just a beautiful product. The intensive redox serum and the Renew 28 revitalizing gel. These two are the repair mechanisms in this, and they are the only ones that contain redox molecules. And then we have the ultra replenishing moisturizer, which is also an absolutely beautiful product. So with the Renew Advanced Gentle Refining Cleanser, it's hydrating moisture, botanical cell renewal with wonderful things like bilberry, orange, lemon, hydroxy acids, all help increase the rate of cell renewal. And the fruit and sugar cleanse, which is just beautiful, olive fruit and coconut oil, sugar, witch hazel, wheat amino acids, which support skin elasticity while gently cleansing and toning. You don't really need to use a toner when you use this product. Toners generally dry out the skin. This product does not do that. The Renew 28 Revitalizing Gel harnesses the power of redox signaling technology in a light, fast-absorbing gel designed to support healthy skin cell renewal. This whole body skin therapy works to add smoothness, even texture, and revitalize skin health. And it is absolutely beautiful, used morning and night. Over 28 days, you will see a very big difference in your skin. The intensive redox serum is ultra concentrated. It contains more redox molecules, and it's used to target, the challenging imperfections associated with aging, really, the nasty, deeper wrinkles and age spots and things that you would really like to get rid of. The ultra replenishing moisturizer contains a jojoba, macadamia, vitamin E, and olive oil. Just beautiful. The Probio Oxygen, a topical probiotic paired with oxygen attractors, vital for healthy skin and cell renewal. And this helps reduce the appearance of the lines and wrinkles. And then, of course, we have the Detox and Defense. So some really great products in there for that as well to, you know, give you a healthy barrier on the skin to keep it supple and firm. And of course, we have the 3 times in 5 minutes. So many people report benefits from applying Renew 28 3 times in 5 minutes to any area of discomfort. The reason for that is that Renew 28 contains redox molecules which get directly into the tissue and goes to work targeting inflammation. So 3 times in 5 minutes just helps to pack those molecules in where they are needed. And this is some thermal imaging. It's called thermography. A lot of people do this today rather than have x-rays. And basically it shows inflammation, and you can see the areas of inflammation here where the red is. So these are, the other photos are taken, you know, approximately 10 minutes after an application of 3 times in 5 minutes of Renew 28 to these areas, and you can definitely see the reduction in the inflammation in these pictures. Also, Dermatest did a 12-week clinical study of Renew 28 on cellulite, and you can absolutely see the difference here. And there was a, you know, over 20% increase in skin elasticity and a nearly 16% improvement in the look of the cellulite, which really is quite amazing. And here is before and afters of Renew 28 in 28 days, and you can really notice the difference. And of course, with Renew 28, seeing is believing. You can see the difference here. It affects scars, fine lines, deep wrinkles, redness on the face, lines around the eyes, all sorts of issues. So seeing really is believing once you've used these products, but also feeling is believing as well with the Renew 28 when it comes to areas of discomfort. Asea Redox supplement has a significant impact for athletes as well, and we've just come back from convention and got to talk to some of the athletes over there, and they certainly are very impressed with what Asea can do for them when it comes to what they do. So it increases endurance and strengths, they recover quicker, they repair faster, they have increased mental stamina, increased VO2 max, which is the volume of oxygen you can keep in your bloodstream before you run out of energy, and it also increases the ventilatory threshold. So these things are all really important when it comes to an athlete's life. And these are some of our Asea athletes. The young man in the top corner is Cody Miller. He is a gold medal athlete, has won a gold medal Olympic athlete, and was taking Asea during the Olympics. So obviously it cannot be picked up in blood tests or urine tests, and it is certainly not a banned substance. And they talked a lot about that at convention, which was really interesting. They get tested in all sorts of things in their life. They have no idea when they're going to be tested. One of them was saying that they were out to dinner with somebody and they just showed up, interrupted their dinner and tested them there on the spot, and that's something that they have to put up with. And all of the time, you know, they are taking Asea, and it has never ever been an issue. The gentleman in the bottom corner is one of the world's strongest men. He's also an Asea athlete. So we talked before about needing materials and labour to get the work done in our bodies. So Asea Via is a wonderful nutritional line that Asea have brought out to go with our Redox supplement. NFR means not for retail. So in Australia, you can order these products, but they don't come from our warehouse in Sydney. They have to be ordered separately, and they come in from America. So we have Source, which is a wonderful whole food and micronutrient complex. It's really cutting edge absorption technologies, absolutely fabulous, 26 superfoods. And then we have the Gut Health, the Biome, which is a full spectrum probiotic. And then we have LifeMax, which is an anti-aging and vitality formula with some really great ingredients for slowing down aging and eye health, and help support an active lifestyle. And during convention, this wonderful product was released, which is called Omega, and it is brilliant. I can't wait to get my hands on it. A native heart and brain complex. a premium omega-3 supplement formulated for cardiovascular and brain support. And we were really excited about this one and hoping that the next product that they brought out would be an omega-3 supplement. So the benefits may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease by lowering blood pressure. And interestingly enough, we are allowed to say that because it has actually been proven to lower blood pressure. It promotes healthy brain function and contains natural EPA-DHA ratios to aid in absorption. The key ingredients, Alaskan omega-3 fatty acids, sea buckthorn oil, pomegranate oil, astaxanthin, which is a powerful antioxidant, and lemon oil for flavour. Now, the big thing about this product, and the reason I am really excited about it, is there is no fishy aftertaste with this. And I have wanted a product like this for so long because I think everybody needs to take one today, and I can't because every one I have tried makes me sick and repeats on me. And I have just never, ever been able to take them, no matter how I tried or which ones I tried. This is one of the things they have worked really hard on. And apparently, from very good sources, there is absolutely none of that fishy aftertaste or that problem. So I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on this one. So we do live and die at the cellular level, and Asea is the only company in the world to offer your cells the material and the labour to get that work done. So Asea will help you create the optimal preventative environment in your body, help your body at the most foundational level, which is, of course, your cells and your genes, help your body fight any battles that may already be raging somewhere, help you feel better, sleep better, look better, add years to your life and life to your years. And of course, my very favourite saying with Asea is, may you never know what you are preventing, because that is exactly what this product is all about. So here's some places that you can find information. AseaGlobal.com is an amazing website with lots of information. PubMed.gov and Google Scholar are the other two that I talked about before. So please, if you're going to look for information, go to the right place and get the right information. But some of you might also be on this call because you're looking for an opportunity to create some more income, and an opportunity to run a home business, an opportunity to help a lot of people. And breakthroughs create opportunity. Imagine having the single greatest breakthrough in wellness, anti-aging, athletics, and skincare in your hands, and having absolutely no competition and no copycats. That is exactly what we have with this product. No competition. Asea is #1 in the cellular health space and will be for a long time, and there is not another company on the planet that has Redox technology. And less than 1% of the population know about it. Less than 1% of the population know about Redox molecules, and less than 1% of the population know about Asea. We are now in 33 countries and growing. We have just opened in Malaysia. Malaysia is going to be a very large market for Asea. We have very, very high impact products, and we have an extremely high integrity company. Asea's impact so far, we're open in 33 countries, as I said. Total cases of Asea produced is over 4 million. Total commissions paid out is $258 million. Associate count at the moment, we have 323,000 associates enrolled, and Asea has 246 employees. Asea is ready to expand. We're certainly got an amazing growth curve happening, as you can see here, and this only goes up to 2018. What has happened since then, again, is amazing growth into 2019. That curve is nearly just going straight up at the moment. This is once in history timing for this company. All companies go through this innovation, introduction, growth, and maturity. And Asea sits squarely right here at the moment. We are at the start of our momentum. We're not pre-momentum anymore. We are at the start of our momentum. And we are also definitely post-risk. the company, as I said before, has now been around for 10 years. A 10-year-old company that has had really, really wonderful growth since its inception, run by totally amazing people. There is no better way to start your own business and to get in here. We are right at the start of our growth at the moment. And there really is nothing like making a living while making a difference. So how much income would it take? This is our 2019 income disclosure statement. And as you can see in the middle there is our monthly averages. So, you know, at even a director 700 level, an average income from that is just over $1,000. Most households would, you know, love to have an extra $1,000 in their pockets a month. But then if you move into bronze, you know, the average income there is over $2,000 a month. That's $500 a week extra into the coffers of the household, which is going to make a very large difference to most people. Of course, it goes much, much higher than that. So what would you like to do? Would you like to have a part-time income? I built this business part-time up until the end of last year, and it absolutely can be done. If you want to fire your boss income, you want to replace the income you have now, you can do that as well. How about a plan B income? This was the one that I desperately needed. We had worked really hard for over 40 years to make sure we would be comfortable in retirement, and all that was taken away during circumstances totally beyond our control. And if it wasn't for Asea, we would have had to work for a very long time still. My husband is 65 years old, and I really wanted him retired from the business that we were in. And, you know, we went through a few really, really harrowing years there. And, you know, you truly never know what is around the corner. That was something we did not expect to happen to us, but it did. And if it wasn't for Asea, I would still be working in that job, and so would he, and we certainly wouldn't have the lifestyle that we have today. You know, we travel the world. We've just come back from overseas. I'm going overseas again shortly. Then we're both going overseas again, and then I'm going again, and that's all before Christmas. So, you know, it is all possible with Asea. And of course, a lifestyle income. Live where you want, holiday where you want, help whoever you want, which is really important. And everybody needs a dream. These are mine, including the Asea Advancing Life Foundation. I really am looking forward to helping them with some of the things that they do and putting money into their charity. It is truly amazing. So this is how easy it is to get started in Asea as a business. For as little as $376, $376, you can start your own home-based business. You cannot do that with any normal business, normal franchise, all the headaches and things that go along with that. And then it takes you 5 to 10 years to even become profitable most of the time. This is a very simple starter, absolutely. And depending how much product you order in the first place, that can go up, of course. We have a business pack that just contains a bit more product for still less than $1,000. We have the other business pack that contains a bit more Renew 28, so depending where you want to focus your business, still for less than $1,000. And then, of course, we have an entrepreneur pack, which has a lot more of the product, and that would be for someone who's really, really, really serious about building the business, wants to get off to a really good start, wants to keep some product at home. Maybe they have a home business already, or maybe they might be a naturopath, or you know, somebody who works with people, with people's bodies. So you also start with a higher percentage of loyalty rewards points as well. With the higher you go with your enrollment pack, which really does pay off, because Asea's loyalty program is truly amazing. and you get quite a lot of free product just for staying on auto ship. But again, for $2,500, all of this product and starting your own business, it is an amazing, incredible opportunity. And network marketing, you know, a lot of people have a really, you know, crappy thought about network marketing. But the reality is that network marketing is people helping people, because the way this business works is the people above can't succeed without the success of the people below. If the people below the people at the top aren't doing well, then the people at the top aren't doing well either. And I love that about this business. It's not the same in a normal business. You know, the people at the top of some companies don't want other people to get to the top of the company. That's not what they want you to do. They don't want you to succeed that much. They want you to stay right where you are with the lid on you, so you can't go any further and just do the work and get paid and go home. Network marketing is not like that. And if you have never been a part of it, then you won't understand really how it works, because I didn't. Until I joined this company, I was one of those people that had negative thoughts on network marketing. And when anybody mentioned it to me, I ran a mile. But now I know very differently. Very differently. It is an amazing way to make a living. And this company is a wonderful company to be involved with. The integrity of the company is incredible. The products, they're not on trial. The products really work. So, you know, what more do you need? If you're looking to become part of this business, just step up and do it. I promise you, you won't regret it. Asea's mission is to better people's lives and be a force for good in the world. Truly is their mission. They are very, very solid on that. And the Asea Advancing Life Foundation does some amazing work around the world. We just finished a school in Ecuador. We are supplying dogs to this wonderful thing where dogs go into places and sniff out things like hard drives and flash drives, USB thumb drives, all sorts of things. Incredible. They're trained to actually find them. So when people go into people's houses looking for pornography and things like that, and people hide these things, these dogs actually go in and sniff them out. And at convention recently, we had a demonstration of that, and it really was amazing. Apparently those things give off a certain chemical smell, and they can smell them and they will find them. We do some amazing things, and we also work with people who get children out of trafficking, where they're taken away to be used as sex slaves and things like that. We work with people who go in and get them out. So we do a lot of good in the world now, and intend to keep doing that. So this is our wonderful founder, Vertus Norton. I'm going to wrap up with his quote, and it really is true. We are all at the start of something big with great purpose, and right now is the moment that we begin influencing the future. We can change the world, and we are changing the world at the moment, one cell at a time. So for more information, please get back to the person who invited you to this presentation. Get started. If you're here for health reasons, get on the product. I'm sure you will have some profound effects from that. And certainly the business opportunity is too good to not have a serious look at. So thanks very much for joining me this evening. Have a great night, and we will see you back here again next Wednesday evening at 7:30.